Hey everyone! We're gonna cook today. I'm just waiting for a good bit of people to join before I start. But my name's Halle, if we've never met over the internet before. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I'm really excited to show you this recipe. So it's gonna be completely vegan. I'm hopping on PacTalks today to teach you how to cook a little bit. We're gonna make a simple recipe that's repeatable, easy to do, and tastes really good. Hi everyone. Okay, so I guess I'll just start. I'm gonna show you how to make sweet potato tortillas. Now, I've always loved to cook, but when I cooked on TikTok, that's when my snack recipes really took off, because I think people are really attracted to easy recipes that are easily memorized, you know? And this is just 2 ingredients. It's a potato and some flour. So let's get started. All you have to do is steam a sweet potato. And the easiest way to do this is in the microwave, which I know some people are against, but it's the best way to do it. So 6 minutes, and then you're done. Look, it's already done. Okay, all you have to do is put it in a bowl and then mash it up with a fork. That's a grandfather clock, if you can hear it. My mom got it from my grandma, and now it goes off every 15 minutes, which is terrible. So, we're gonna make a sweet potato tortilla burrito. Now, when I used to make these sweet potato tortillas, which I did all the time before I went to college and lost the luxury of having a stove, I just spread avocado on it and kind of ate it like avocado toast. It's the best. But recently, I started to make these giant. And that's even better because you get more sweet potato and you get the satisfaction of eating a burrito. Sweet potatoes are also really good for you, so best of both worlds. I'm adding half a cup of flour, and I'm actually using gluten-free. I know a lot of people have gluten intolerances. The world is just becoming more comfortable with coming out with things that our digestive systems can't handle. Gluten is one of them. A lot of people just can't have it. And I think it used to be a really sad thing to be gluten intolerant. But they have a lot of good substitutions now. Like this flour. It tastes the same, it's just as good, but you won't have indigestion, which is beautiful. So I just added a half a cup, and I'm mashing it up with a fork. But I would say the best thing to do is to just eyeball this until you get a dough that isn't wet. And sometimes I just dump this out on my counter and work it in my hands a little bit. But this looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna get a little messy here. You kind of want the consistency of Play-Doh, which sounds really unsatisfactory, but it's not that bad. It looks terrible, but it's good. So, in quarantine, I wasn't expecting to cook for myself as much as I do today. And honestly, it can start to get really irritating. But if you just make simple stuff that you know you're gonna like recipes that are super easy, you know, no harm, no foul. Okay, this is starting to look pretty good. All right, now let's roll it out into a little tortilla shape. Okay. So I'm just gonna make this huge, and then we're gonna stuff it with a bunch of really good ingredients. But, you know, filling's up to you. all you have to do is make sure it's thin enough so it cooks pretty quickly. I don't know the name of my shirt, but it's from PacTalks, so shop it. I wouldn't recommend making burritos in a blouse, by the way, but you know, you work with what you got. All right, everyone, I think we're getting there. So, this looks thin enough. I might cut the edges a little bit just to flatten it out, but I've been heating up a pan while I've been blabbering, and I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of oil. If I have any left. Looks great. Don't mind the heat. All right, and now you kind of just lift this up and throw it on there. So, this may have stuck a little bit. Let's see if we can get it off. Yeah, looks good. All right, drum roll, please. This is very, oh, here, hack, scoop it up with a spatula. All right, this is the moment of truth. Let's see if we can get it on the pan. 1, 2, 3. And you just let it cook for, 3 minutes until you get those classic little tortilla brown spots, It doesn't take much. All you're cooking is the flour, since you already cooked the sweet potato beforehand. So, I'm just gonna wipe this off, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna put inside. Hope your guys' day's been going good. Mine's been a little stressful, if I'm being honest. It's finals week, and I just finished up my finals, so that's all good. But I had to take them all over Zoom, which is something I never thought I'd say until this year. It ended up working out for the better. I kind of like testing on a laptop, but it was definitely an experience that I've never been through before. So I'm gonna check on this. Might be able to flip it soon. Yeah, that looks good. It really doesn't take that long. She's cooking. So what I have here is a little charcuterie board of burrito ingredients. Now, I'm vegan, so I'm using beans as my protein, but obviously, eat what you like. I season these with salt, pepper, a little bit of cumin, just stuff that you know you're gonna like. And I have some lime rice here, cilantro, a little bit of tomatoes, some onions, and some avocado. If you guys think I should add anything else, just let me know. I think this is gonna taste pretty good. I know veganism is controversial, but it can be really tasty if you know how to flavor stuff. And honestly, you kind of get used to cooking like this. I feel like the thing that turns people off about veganism is that meals are kind of hard to make. I see a lot of vegan meals that have so many ingredients and it makes recipes just seem really unattractive. So this is simple and it tastes good. All right, oops. Here's our tortilla. Let's put it together. So what I recommend is lettuce first. That way you don't get a soggy tortilla. So I have some mixed greens here. I'm just gonna lay these on. This shape, it's unique, but it's homemade, so it shows that you put love into it. I'm gonna add a little bit of rice. I'm doing this in parchment paper so we can get that classic wrap, Let's make sure I turn off my stove. All right, now the beans. a little avocado. And some of this. This is like that mild salsa you get at Chipotle, uncooked but tastes really fresh and good. And if you want, you can add a little cilantro. I didn't cut this up, but I'll just break it up with my fingers. And lastly, the most controversial ingredient of all, another drum roll please, is vegan cheese. There have been a lot of vegan cheeses out there. Follow your heart is a great one. You just gotta find what works for you. But if you're not lactose intolerant, regular cheese. Since the beans and the rice are hot, I always add the cheese last, so that way it kind of melts on top. And now we try to assemble. So, I'm gonna roll this thing and hope for the best. It's never not worked, but, you know, a live stream would be the one time that it didn't. And if you do it with a little bit of parchment paper, you could just tuck the sides in, like this. Fold this on top. Keep rolling. And now we do a cut for the moment of truth. So, I have a serrated knife here. Let's see what this vegan burrito looks like. There you go. 2-ingredient sweet potato tortilla. And it tastes good. Should we taste test it? It's delicious, you should try. It's a little thick, but that's my bad. I just should have rolled it out a little bit better. But it's all cooked. And it's really filling. Potatoes have a lot of good fiber. It's a good, you know, hearty carb. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Well, that sums up everything I was trying to show you today. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for joining me. If you want to shop this top or this skirt, get it on PacTalks. If you want to find me, I'm on TikTok. My @ is @BallyHerms, and I'm also on YouTube. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.